Hi, my name is Armando Gutierrez, and I teach trumpet at RAW Music. Best thing about teaching music, for me, it's really seeing my students grow. It's exciting seeing the smile on their face when they figure it out. I know that when I studied with my teacher, I had the same feelings, I had the same moments when something finally clicked and I was like, wow! And seeing that same excitement on them just brings me joy. Not just teaching them, but I also get to work on the trumpet. And that's one other thing that I love, playing the trumpet. Just getting somebody else to know and love the trumpet as much as I do. I fell in love with the trumpet because in my heritage, as you can tell, Hispanic, Mexican, mariachi is a big, big custom. When I was about 8 years old, my church, we had our first ever mariachi in Northwest Arkansas. I heard the trumpet there and I fell in love with it. I saw one of the trumpet players and he was 13 years old. And that's what I aspired to do because I felt, well, he can do it, I can do it. So I wanted to learn. And about 5 years later, I got the opportunity to join that band. And that's where I learned a lot of my mariachi techniques and studies and the history of my culture. I make lessons fun by focusing on what you want to do. So it may be anything from doing fundamentals, and by using those fundamentals to play songs that you may be familiar with, that you can relate to. For example, playing music from The Incredibles, if that's what you're really into. Or maybe even playing trumpet parts from other films or popular songs today. A really good one is Despacito. A lot of people know that song, and I know that a lot of people love to learn that song on the trumpet. And then so far, with me teaching the fundamentals or maybe double tonguing or whatever it is, I try to find what it is that I'm teaching you and how it relates to a song that you can use to learn how to do that technique, but also have fun at playing the music. Common pitfalls for the state band auditions, such as in the measure 110, the fast area, or what we would call 2/4 time, would be the 16th runs. One of the best ways to get through this is basically to start and play beat 1 and the downbeat of beat 2. So, beady-ba-bum-ba, beady-ba-bum-ba, beady-ba-bum-ba. And I technically try to do this about 5 times in a row. If I get it perfectly 5 times in a row, I move on to the next thing. Then I go beat 2 and go to the next measure of beat 1. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-bum. If I do that 5 times perfectly in a row, I do the whole measure. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum, beady-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. That way, I know that every time I play it, I'm playing the passage correctly as it is interpreted. Another good thing we could work on in the slower part of the music is we want to think of it as a dance. We want it to feel, and we want to think of something, we want to portray an image, whatever it could be. So whenever I played this, I was thinking of somebody painting with the brushes and just trying to make it a really nice, beautiful image of mountains in the distance. That's kind of what I was thinking about. And the same thing with this one, it has the 16th runs, and that's the same way you work with it. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And we're trying to lock in those notes every time because we want consistency.